Welcome back, Slapdicks. This is Around the Lunch Table, episode
27?
It's 26.
26? I actually don't know.
Wait, shit. We don't know. It's 26 or 27, but
One of the two.
It's one of the two. But welcome back, everybody. We have a very special guest, very close to our heart. But first and foremost, I wanted to thank our sponsor, Aperture Oceans, bringing ideas and ads to life.
Yes.
Shout out to Jordan Obaya State, for everything he's done for this podcast and everything
He's actually our cameraman tonight.
He is our cameraman tonight. He's standing right over there.
He smells good.
And he's a little drunky, and that's how we like it. So
and he had to press a whole one button to be our cameraman. Now he's going to be our beer guy.
Yes, he did. So without further ado, we would like to introduce the man.
The myth.
The myth. Oh, shit. The legend.
Trevor Cartwright.
Woo!
We got Trevor here. Let's
get
round of
applause
applause for Trevor. Give a round of applause, Trevor. Trevor we've known him for a few.
Yeah, we've known him about the same time as
while.
Jordan. He just hasn't been on the podcast yet.
Yeah, he's been as sexy as long as I've known him. He's a good-looking guy.
Always been handsome.
God, every time he comes over, I'm like, God, I wish I looked like him. But, you know.
I agree.
Yeah. We do have Trevor Cartwright, Carhart, whatever you want to call him. He is here, and he's live, and he's well. Wearing the Astros, and I fucking love it. Anyways, but yeah, first thing, before we start into anything, if you noticed a little for those of you watching, the little backdrop behind me, summer
2021, we have the ATLT Beach Towel, and the ATLT #JNZ Summer Collection is now out on the store at atltstore.com. If those of you who didn't know from last time, it's there.
Yes.
You know, go buy something for the summertime. Go buy something for the barbecue. Go buy something for the lake. Get it for your aunt, your uncle, your niece, your cousin. Everything you can do. Because
even your pastors.
There's some good clothes there that I'm even going to buy. So I'm not just leading you on because it's shitty products. It's actually good.
We all want it. We got bucket hats, tank tops,
vibrators,
shirts.
dildos.
Yes, butt plugs.
Yeah,
the whole
we do.
9 yards. If your girl wants to see JNC's face on a butt plug, done.
Anyways, we do have Trevor here, so we are gonna, I guess, roll the carpet out as a welcome to an ATLT alumni. So, Trevor, how are you doing? And tell us about your recent trip you took to Hawaii, because I saw your stories and it looked fucking fantastic.
It did look sexy.
Thank you guys. You both are handsome as per usual. Hawaii was an amazing trip. I caught me a marlin. I don't fish very often.
Why does it sound like you're giving a speech?
You have to
he's giving a senior speech.
I
Right
know.
now.
You have to say that because
Caught me a marlin.
I've heard it from some movie. I'm sure someone would know.
Finding Nemo. His name was Marlin, right?
It was.
But they didn't say
Marvin.
They didn't say I.
Marvin.
Or
It was Marlin. She got
starving. Marvin's hiding under the tire.
She got murdered by the barracuda. But anyways, keep going, buddy.
So marlin's a pretty big fish, like 120 pounds, and pretty rough. But
How'd you reel that baby in?
Me and my dad were on there with 4 other random people, and there was 2 women, and I don't think anyone on that boat has ever been fishing before, like even
let alone
like,
deep sea fishing.
Yeah, no, and it's pretty rough out there. I got pretty sick, but they let you drink on the boat.
Did they let you raise the colors?
No.
Was it a pirate flag?
No, it was a picture of a marlin actually.
Oh wow! Like
It worked out.
so.
what
was
part of Hawaii were you in?
Kona, the big island.
Okay.
So
The big island.
It took like 30 minutes to reel the little fucker in, big fucker, whatever you want to call it. And I remember as we were bringing it in, this girl was kind of like, she was getting all excited behind me, and she was like screaming. She's like, and she was bringing so as soon as I brought it up to the boat, they get their hammering stick out to fucking
To knock it out. Yeah.
yeah, kill the fish. And she's like, I thought you guys were going to let it go. And the guy the captain of the ship just like looked at her, and he was like,
no, bitch, we got hammers out. What do you think we're going to do?
What do you think? And so he brings it up to the side of the boat, and you just hear whap, whap, whap. And he hits it like 6 times, and it like gets off, and it's like swims away. So this thing's concussed and retarded probably.
Dude, it's like that scene in Avengers Endgame when Thanos is making breakfast and all the Avengers break start beating the fuck out of him. Sorry, go.
And so I had to reel it back in again. By that time, I was pretty done fishing. Like I was like, I don't even care if it gets away. Like, good, he wins, right? And so I bring it back in again, and the guy hits it again, and the girl behind me starts screaming. She's like, She's screaming. We're like, what do you think
With
we're gonna do to the
excitement or
fish?
like-
I work for PETA.
It is. She's screaming. Was like, what do you think we're gonna fucking sing in songs or something when we get brought in the boat? And
Sea shanties.
he killed it, and it's bleeding all over the boat. And she just like goes down in the fucking poop deck or whatever you call it.
Okay, wait, is the poop deck? Is it the rear of the boat? Because that'd be funny if it's poop
No,
Well,
the poop
is
deck
this
is
poop
the
deck
main
underneath?
part of the
in
deck.
this boat, there's literally like there's a shitter down there. Like that's where you poop.
I thought the poop deck was like in the olden times, the main part of the deck where all the grunts were at doing the rope work, and there was.
You know, you would know better probably than I have
But
no
okay,
idea.
this is my theory. My theory was the poop deck was the deck in which, because obviously on a boat in olden times, you shit into the ocean as you're going, but then that would be on the lowest deck. That's what I thought.
Why wouldn't you just stand on the plank and just squat?
Because
and
everyone
shit?
would see you dropping a load. Wait, that's not the right load.
But everyone would see you on the poop deck doing it.
Okay,
too.
anyways, I thought that's what it was. But anyways.
I mean, the story is really not that fascinating. Besides that woman who kind of made the whole trip because she apparently signed up for the wrong fishing trip.
So what
But
was the girl to guy ratio? So there was 2 girls.
There
How
was
many
2
guys?
girls, 4
Was she
guys,
hot?
and then the 2 crew members. Well, one of them kind of was, but she wasn't the one who was
Nice.
screaming.
So did you like comfort her like?
No,
then
her
close?
husband was there. It would've been,
Oh,
But
buzzkill.
Yeah, the words you don't want to hear.
have you guys ever had marlin? I don't really like seafood. In marlin, I was like, I caught the fucking thing, so I have to try it, right? So the
Yeah.
guy chops it up on the boat, fillets it. It was like 40 fillets of
Throwing its
marlin.
heart and lungs out in the fucking
It's whitefish. And
Those are at the girl. Catch.
you could have. And so he fillets it up and puts it in like plastic baggies and gives it to everyone. And I was like, well, I have to try it. But I don't like seafood. It smells like taint. And honestly,
That's an interesting thing you bring up because, I mean, I like seafood, but like I don't love it. But I'm saying I went to Hawaii when I was very young, and my dad caught like a tuna, and that tuna, fresh out the sea, was fucking amazing. But I hate tuna. I don't like it.
Well,
I don't
the
mind
chicken
tuna.
of the sea cans aren't really like.
No, I'm saying in general. I'm saying in sushi or whatever. But like when I had it then, I was like, wow.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
we were fishing for tuna, and that's like,
Bluefin?
I don't fucking know, dude. It's
I don't know. I thought that's
we're
like-
going. They call
Is
it
that
like
the super
ahi.
expensive
Well,
one?
bluefin tuna is like the most.
They
Yeah,
ha-
you
sought
get like
after
$1 million
tuna.
bucks
They
for
have
like
they
one
have
bluefin.
they
tuna.
have names. It's like ahi and some other forms of tuna. But
Okay.
Dude, is that muahi?
Yeah. Did you? I heard you got into some ridiculous acts.
Yeah,
in Hawaii.
something some would call debaucherous.
oh yeah,
Yes.
So I wanted to hear that story.
So I
more
got-
than the fish. I wanted to hear what happened to you that you did wrong.
So we started out, PG. Now we're gonna go to rated R.
Well, not yeah. Okay.
we are
it
the
was
canvas.
rated-
You're the artist.
So
Paint us.
on this trip, there were 17 of us, and we stayed in these condominiums. Where like, a lot of white people.
like the touristy people.
Yeah,
type thing.
you can like buy a condo
Nothing
there
around
and
here.
live there. Like so, all these
So all these Trojans are everywhere.
all these
Definitely said
condos,
condoms twice.
all these condos. It's like a neighborhood of just super fucking nice places, and there's 4. This actually doesn't even relate to the story, but we stayed in these condos, and there's this pool, and there's a bar, and that's where you'd go when you weren't doing shit for the day. So our first day there, everything went fine. Like I went to the pool bar, checked it out, had a couple Mai Tais, which were amazing. And
Nice.
Ooh.
so-
Nice.
I bet you that was good.
yeah, and so the second day we were supposed to go to the beach, but I woke up. So you go back in time, right? So I woke up like 6 a.m. when it would normally be like 9 here, right?
Yeah, I get that.
I was like, holy shit, the sun's out. Time to start drinking, right?
Sun's out, guns out.
And I started drinking. We had some like rum in the room, and I pre-gamed the pool at 6 a.m.
Nice.
And so we get there, and I'm just drinking you're in the sun all day drinking Mai Tais, Mai
Yeah.
Tais, and I blacked out, which only a few people I think can ever say they've ever seen me so fucking gone before. And
Really?
I did that on the second day at the pool bar,
That's nice.
and I guess I had told several people I didn't know that I eat ass.
Like random people you didn't know.
But, well, I didn't know about it, and
They see the next day. Hey, this guy.
This guy eats
eats ass.
My wife wants you.
Yeah.
Well, you're.
Do you?
Yes, I do. But that's I have family there and shit. Like there's people I'm friends with, and so I got kicked out that night. But like it wasn't a big deal. It was like a friendly like you should probably leave. We're not serving you anymore. Like
You're belligerent.
But that's
a friendly kick out.
It was I got kicked out in a good way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Positive vibes.
I show up at the pool the next day, and this woman I've never seen in my fucking life just comes up and she's like, she's like, you're the ass eating guy. I was like, God damn it! I've been here for 2 days. We're here for a week.
Your mom's right next to you.
My mom just kind of like shook her head. She was like, whatever.
She's like, yeah, he does, but I'm not gonna admit it.
Yeah,
He's just like his father.
I didn't ask my mom. Or
I didn't
dad.
ask.
No. And so the girl actually convinced me that there was a wanted poster for me. And I was like, no fucking
Wanted.
way.
Dead or alive.
10,000.
Yeah. He's like, guy who eats ass.
Biggest ass eater on Kona Island.
And what's funny about this whole story is I just met this girl and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be, belligerent and fucking. And she's like, no, it's hilarious. And I was like, so where are you from? She's like, Sumner. I was like, no fucking way.
No.
In Kona, Hawaii, I run into. She works at Aversano's.
No shit.
Great pasta there. Great pasta.
Okay, before you continue, this is just on the same thing. We went to Vegas and I met a girl that was from Kent, Washington, which is right there, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, keep going.
Anyways, keep going.
And so that happens, and then everything's fine. Like I apologize to the whole group. Even one of them's like a grandma, and she was loving it. She was
like, I want my cakes ate.
I was like, maybe
These cakes haven't been eaten in 20 years.
If I was blacked out, you never know. Like it could happen.
Dude, I feel that because I went through the same thing last weekend.
And so we'll fast forward through the golf and all the other activities we did, and I go back on one of the last days, and one of the moms comes up. I have her son's phone number because she was belligerent that day, and she was like, you're the guy who eats ass. And she came up, different person, still from the area, and she was fucking hammered, and I was like, yeah, I got fucking
So she
scratching
gave
my
you
head.
her
I'm like,
son's phone number?
no, sorry.
My son eats ass too.
lost.
You guys
My
are gonna
husband
log.
and I decided on a hall pass, and I want it to be you.
Yeah.
This woman comes up and she points at me. I'm at the bar. I'm sober at this point, and I'm like, I'm tired of being like, I made a name for myself in this fucking condo.
In not a good way.
Yeah, no, and I've been kicked out for being an idiot. So she comes up and talks to me, and she's like, so you eat ass? And I was like, yeah, is that weird for people your age? And then she was like 40 or 50.
If anything, it's more popular now than it was back then.
Yeah, no, but and she.
But did you eat her ass?
I wanted to. But her son comes up and he's like, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, I'm just talking to fucking Trevor. And she's like kind of slurring her words, and I was like,
Talking to the best ass eater this side of Mississippi.
And this guy's skinny, so I'm not like scared of him. I was like, I'll talk to your mom however I want to. but then
do you do that too? You walk up to someone and you give, how humans, when they see someone, they imprint whether you want to fuck them or you know everything you know about them within a few seconds. You ever walk up to those people and like you change the way you would say shit because like I could definitely beat this guy's ass.
Yeah.
It's like I could be a little more. You ever done that? Oh, obviously you did.
Did you look him in the eyes and just say, I'm going to eat your mom's ass?
No, I was just like, well, I'm not causing any
You're going to call me dad by the
problems.
time I leave.
I was like, hey, she came and talked to me, okay, guy? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting
So
here.
was this lady a MILF?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
God.
in what age range? Was this like the 38 to 45?
Her son's probably, I have his number, but I can ask him.
You text him.
But
How old are you?
How old's your mom? Like, but I'd say she's like between 45, 50, like that area.
And she was good looking. Wow.
She had a Hawaii bot on, dude. She prepared for
nice.
that.
Tan.
She definitely prepared
She
for
was
that
in the
trip.
right place to be. Yeah.
Because I certainly didn't. I was wearing too small shorts. I probably wasn't wearing a shirt, and I had a
That's the perfect-
reputation.
yeah.
I think it was great.
But so after he comes up and he's just like, sorry, my mom's drunk, and I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
go the
that's
fuck
the point.
away.
Yeah, and then
Stop being a cock block.
then
Go
her,
away. I'm trying to close on your fucking mom, man.
then her fucking husband comes over.
Oh!
Buzzkill.
No, and
He's like, I want to watch.
He's like,
He's like, you look like a watcher.
It's like, what are you doing? And then she's like, oh, I'm just talking to Trevor. You
And
know?
obviously, as a
The
man,
ass-eating
he
guy.
knows what's going on. And you probably didn't see that point coming. Because
But
if she's talking to you,
again-
if she's talking to you, you wouldn't think her husband's close by.
She came to the fucking seat. There was a whole fucking bar to sit at.
Exactly.
She sat next to me.
It's her fault, not yours.
Yeah. And,
Dude, she wanted her booty hole play with. That's a fact.
yeah, that's probably why she brought up. That was the conversation
Because
starter.
why? What other reason would she have to bring it up?
Yeah, well, that's whatever. That's
Oh, you're the ass eating guy. Let me sit next to you, but I don't like my ass eaten.
Yeah,
come
like
on.
I think
She
what
was
you
curious.
said was outlandish, but I want to talk to you.
she was curious.
Here's my
Definitely.
hotel card. I'm free between 7 and 9.
Yeah. Interesting.
I would have just gave her the code, but but he comes up and then she was like, I was talking to Trevor and I was like, hey, listen, like I don't want any trouble, but like I was just sitting here waiting for my Mai Tai.
I don't want
She
any
came
trouble,
up here.
but I'll fight you to the death through
Yeah,
your
but I'm trying to eat your wife's ass.
But this guy had the audacity to be like, yeah, you better not. And I was like, okay, guy, like I fucking say anything to your fucking wife. I'm sober, okay? I'm sorry if I hit on your wife the other day, but that's excused. Okay? And so
that was a completely outlandish event that won't happen again.
It was her fault. She came up to you.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
but I don't know what I did the first. Maybe I smacked her on the ass. I don't. I've
I
not
hope
been,
so.
I'm not.
I hope so, too.
I'm not known to do that. I'm not that kind of person.
You do it to
but,
me.
But it's different.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I got myself into a pickle. But the second time I got carried away there on the ass eating story. So I noticed
talk on this show what you're passionate about, and that's
Yeah.
if that's what it is.
If it's
then
ass
we're all
eating,
for it.
I want to hear it, Trevor.
We're all supporting.
So the one of the last days we're there. There's no music there's music at the bar, but you can't hear it. The pool's pretty big. There's like 3 levels of pool, so it's pretty
Layers.
big. Yeah.
Ogres come in layers.
Ogres are like onions.
And we're at the very bottom by the beach.
sorry.
Sorry, we're on the onions thing. And this pool's called Wahi Wahi. This pool's good.
Waikoloa. Okay. I didn't
Mount
mention
one
that.
Hakalugi. Do they have Trevor swimming through the fucking thing? He's just a boy. Okay, continue.
And get your shit together, Jack.
Okay, yeah.
Just because you're handsome doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
And he will be eating my ass tonight.
We'll cut that out.
Yep.
So we're on the bottom layer, and I decided to bring my own speaker because I'm like, there's no music out there. I'm gonna be there for 8 hours.
Got a boombox like Run DMC.
Well, it's pretty. It was like one of those like big pill. It was
The beat pills?
Basically, yeah. You can basically
So
like.
you guys have an outlet I can plug this into?
Yeah, it's underwater. Shock yourself.
No, it's a Bluetooth one, and I go and I'm playing it like, enough for my group to hear it, but not like they can't hear it up at the bar. And this Hawaiian employee walks by and she like hears it, and I'm in the pool and I'm looking over. It's like, oh shit, she hears it, and she looks at me and she's like, you guys need to turn this music off. And my drunk self was like, why? And then she was like, you can't have music here. But I was just like, yeah, why? And then she looked at me and she's like,
paying to be here.
she's like, because we fucking said. She didn't say fucking, but she like gave me the look. She was like, you really questioning me right now because I can kick you out of here. And I was like, wouldn't be the first time. but
Have you not seen the wanted posters?
yeah, so those posters I haven't found yet, but they're here somewhere.
That's good.
I thought. Thank you.
Thank you.
I needed
But-
that. I needed that because I thought it was good.
Their manager ended up telling me that is because if you're playing music other people don't want to hear, then it's a problem. And then so
Is this socialism?
I
Like
asked everyone around
'Cause
me.
everyone wants to hear fucking.
mariachi music.
Well, what is it? What's it called? Luau music. That's it. Thank you.
Luau.
What wasn't
I do
even
actually
that?
dig it.
We just heard kids laughing, and no one wants to hear that. So
Yeah, get the kids out of here. I hate those like resorts where it's like kids are allowed. It's like I'm trying to like.
that's what I said.
I'm in the deep end of the pool trying to like fondle my girlfriend here, and I got fucking little
and
Tommy
we're all drunk, and we have this fucking 8-year-old here
sipping a fucking high C over here. And it's
think-
like, dude, just go away. and
There
let
should
the
be a
adult-
separate section, like a
Go to
family
the kiddie
friendly,
pool, yeah.
family friendly, and then it's like we know you're here to party and let loose,
Yeah.
so let loose.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
guys are preaching to the wrong choir. I'm the ass-eating guy at this resort.
But a choir nonetheless.
So
it's a good time.
after they say that, I'm a smart ass, and I ask everyone around us, I'm like, do you guys like this music? And they're all like, yeah.
oh,
And then I was like, so I'm playing bangers. Like,
shit. Back to
You know what,
back, bumper
Trevor?
to bumper bangers.
I feel the need to ask you, and in my inner soul, I feel like you have a story, and so I'm going to ask you: have you ever, been with a woman? Right.
no. Okay, sorry. Oh, you weren't finished.
Have you ever been with a woman and there was some insane story, whether it's like, oh, the boyfriend came over. She had a boyfriend, you didn't know it.
Yeah.
And there was a altercation that happened at some point.
Yeah, I got my jaw broken.
No
Wow.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. By the way, I had no idea. I just felt the need to ask, and
Can I give you a compliment?
What?
Z has an intuition about things. He can read people, but also he knows the vibe when it's like you knew he was going to say yes. You knew.
I did.
He did.
I had a feeling. I
did.
didn't know. I had a feeling. And I'm so glad that I asked, because if you're comfortable telling me the story, I would love to know it.
This one's not gonna be as funny.
But it's dark.
I got
Give me one.
punched in the face pretty fucking
give
hard.
us the cliff notes. Cliff
Yeah.
notes, not the whole version. Just give it the cliff
Yeah,
notes.
yeah.
So you're obviously up to some delinquent shit.
It was my sophomore year at Wazoo.
Shout out Wazoo.
Zazu from Lion King, the bird.
No, Washington State.
I know what it is. I know.
Sounds like someone sneezing.
yeah.
Uh,
Cliff notes. Yeah. So you go in there, you do your business, and what happens?
Cliff notes. Okay.
Spark
So
notes.
I was like 19, 20 years old.
Oh, so you're okay.
Well, that explains
of course.
the debaucherous activity.
This girl came over that recently broke up with a guy I knew. We were friends.
Ooh.
We were
Ooh.
friends.
Risky business.
Very risky.
And
Wait, how good of friends? Like,
Acquaintances?
you see each other at a party every other weekend, or like you hang out all the time, just you and him?
no, it was like we see each other, and sometimes we play Mario Kart, so it's kind of a bond.
Ooh, risky business.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's not like
risky.
it's not like a me and Z.
Yeah, I'm
but
saying,
it's
were
like
you
a,
like really close?
No,
it's like a me and Caleb, or like a Z and
He
Caleb.
was-
Like we see each other.
it was like a friendship at Wazoo. It's just like this guy's always down to get drunk. It doesn't matter what day of the week it was. So like maybe
Except
I'd
when you're porking your girlfriend.
I'd have okay.
I'm just kidding. It was his ex at this point.
Shit happens, you know. I expected a black eye out of the situation. It
You
was
only got
worse.
a broken jaw, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, I was wired shut for 5 weeks. If
No
if
shit.
anyone listening wants to lose 18 pounds, get your jaw wired shut. You can't eat.
I want to lose 18 pounds.
No,
and they
you
will
don't.
I do.
It's easy.
Just gotta get your fucking shit. pushed
Someone
in.
just has to Spartan punch you in the face as hard as they
Okay,
can.
okay. So explain to us.
So this girl named Blank comes over.
Smart man.
And maybe I was just drunk. I had a 40 of malt liquor. It was like Mickey's. It was
You're not drunk
gross.
yet.
And this was years ago, so
Yeah.
it's a safe environment to talk about.
How old are you now?
I'm 25.
Yeah. Okay.
This
So,
is
yeah, this
6
is- yeah,
years
this is-
ago.
this is-
Yeah.
Yeah. And
We're at the ass eating, Trevor, not the other guy.
Yeah.
it's Thursday night, and we would have like tequila Thursdays on. You know all about fucking tequila. don't you, Z?
don't want to talk about that.
He knows
And
about tequila.
Thursday night,
No.
this girl Lindsay comes over, and I've known her for a while, and
Nice.
she had never once shown any interest in me whatsoever. And then this
Girls
night,
do that. That's weird.
Yeah.
and then this night she comes over and like sits next to me, and she's now like touching me on the arm when she talks
That's
to
when it gets
me,
bad.
and she's smiling a lot. And she asked me if I can fucking swing dance, and I'm like, what
What's swing dance?
exactly? I don't. She,
That's
Can you swing your
dancing-
balls around my
That's
dance?
dancing on a swing.
yeah, that's what I thought. And she started teaching me, and then she was pouring like I had a Four Loko, and when I would take a sip, she would like
God.
tip it up.
She's trying to
She's
get
like
you
more,
fucked up.
Yeah,
more,
she
and more
was.
for Loco.
She's going for that fucking hammer.
I can't make this up. My jaw is broken because of it. So,
Yeah.
but push comes to shove.
Yes.
I get fucking hammered, and she was like, "Do you want to go back to your room?" And I was like, "Yes, I have a kick-ass sound system in there. We could fucking listen to music,
It's hi-fi all tubes.
and we could build a puzzle."
What?
Puzzle.
That I don't think I said that, but that's. But we went back.
build a puzzle.
We went back there, and we did not build a puzzle. We had
You made a puzzle of your own.
fornicated,
Nice.
Nice.
and I guess. One of the guy's friends saw us go in there. It was probably pretty. It probably took me like 10 minutes to get across the hallway from the party room. And was like stumbling in there, like he was like, "Hey, has anyone seen my my aux cord? Just making a scene probably about it." And then woke up. She was gone the next morning. I don't remember having sex.
So she wasn't there when you were getting your.
No,
Face punch,
the
okay.
next day he came over with all of his roommates and confronted me.
Ooh.
And he was like, "Stand up." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on here." And then he goes, "Fight me." And I was like, I don't have any reason to fight you. Like, I'm not pissed at you. I understand why you're pissed at me. and of course, I can't keep a straight face in uncomfortable situations.
Just grinning cheek to cheek.
May I interject? Swing dance is a group of dances that developed with the swing style of jazz music in the 1920s to the 1940s. Is this bitch 60?
Yeah. So she.
She's
No.
just cultured.
I was just. We finished each other's sentences.
Good call. Good call. She's cultured.
Yeah. Okay. I was just gonna say that. Anyways, continue. So he shows up in your room.
Yeah, and then he confronts me and basically challenged me to a fight, and I'm like, well, like I'm not particularly upset. I'm kind of stressed out right now. To be honest.
If anything, I'm the victim here.
Yeah, and then basically we came to an agreement that he can punch me once. So
That's fair.
But
That's fair.
I was
you should
like,
be a lawyer. That's actually
that's-
pretty good.
That's a fair compromise.
I was like a black guy. That's fine.
Can
I wear it with
Can I say
honor.
one thing here? You were not at fault. The girl was at fault. If anything, she should be getting her
Oh, I
cheeks
still,
socked.
Well, that's not gonna happen,
I
so.
still could have been like, no, I'm not having sex with you. That could have happened.
But she was going. You said she was tipping the Four Loko,
and especially in a point where,
but
and especially in a point where she's the one egging it on, you're like, okay, I
Exactly.
guess it's fine.
in most scenarios, guys want that to happen though. Like
yeah.
even if
The
it was
thing
bad.
is if like I was dating someone, we were exes, and then she eggs it on. I'm not pissed at the dude.
It's
I'm
the
pissed
girl
at
who
the
knew
girl.
better. You know what I mean?
What is he
Yeah.
gonna break her jaw too?
No, and then
No,
that's exactly
but
why
you say
he has to get the
very
anger out.
stern words.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm happy with what happened because I'm definitely not. But I was a little disappointed because after the fact. Okay, well I'll finish.
Did you eat her ass too?
No,
Please tell me.
Okay.
No.
I don't know. Maybe I did. But,
She saw the wanted posters.
I don't think she would have been gone that morning if that would have happened. She would have been like,
She'd
"Can
been
I
like,
make
eat
your
my
bed?
ass again.
Can I make your bed? Do you want some breakfast?"
Yeah.
Dude, I heard the ass eater Trevor used to stay at that saloon.
And some people still say he's on the mountain looking down that scope.
Some people.
Anyways,
We agree to one punch. We go out back, and there's like a huge.
do you get
circle
to punch
of people.
him or just him?
No,
you?
No,
It's-
I was fucking KO'd, dude. Like So
Was this a big guy?
He was bigger than all of us.
Okay,
But
this is
I
big
wouldn't
guy,
say he's
yeah.
like a big. I don't know. He's like fucking 6'1", like probably 210.
That's bigger than all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot 190, but I wasn't fat then, so like I was probably like 160.
You're not fat now.
I was like 165 then, though. I was skinny.
You're not fat. What was he? Muscle or fat?
He was
We're starting a
muscle.
GoFundMe for body
Muscle.
dysmorphia.
No, he worked out. He was a ginger
work
too,
out.
though. I don't. That's probably why I don't like gingers. I don't. So I'm now realizing the situation I'm in. I'm like, I gotta get punched in the face by this guy one way or another.
I think that's respectable. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I took like I felt like I was fucking
like because I
ran
like
away.
you too, I'm going to accept this. I'm going to accept this consequence,
But
whether I deserve it or not.
I did kind of try to talk him out of it at the last minute, but
salesman.
he like fucking got a running jump and just
Like a Tekken punch.
dude, it's something you'd see in a movie, and he fucking just like crow hopped and just punched me.
He was gonna take
And
that
he's-
one punch to the moon.
Yeah,
and
he was.
snapped my jaw on the left side up here on the top, and then right down the middle.
Where did he
right
punch
here.
you? Like
He punched me right here, and he broke it.
Was
in
your
two
mouth
places.
open?
I don't.
he's probably like, oh.
I don't know.
No,
maybe.
okay, whether was it relaxed or you're like,
I highly
forward.
doubt it was relaxed.
Yeah, I would be stressing out.
I wasn't prepared because I remember after one of my fucking dumbass friends is like, why don't you put your hands up? And I was like, I don't fucking see it. Like,
Yeah.
I like was trying to talk him out of it. Someone said something to me. I look over and he's like midair, and I'm like, oh, so maybe my mouth was open.
Yeah.
I was like,
but
oh, shit.
whether it's your fault or not, I'm just saying because the amount of the guy, you felt the guilt. So you're like, I'm going to accept this punishment whether I deserve it or not because this is what he needs.
Well, I imagine if he would have punched me hard in the eye, maybe I'd be fucking blind in one eye. So that could have been.
Yeah, a lot worse.
I had surgery 2 days later. The next day, so I was all the adrenaline's flowing and like I was spitting out blood for like 30 minutes. And I remember.
So
like,
he punched you. What happened? You just fell down.
I like fell down to the ground and I kind of like one of my buddies helped me up. And then like took me to the sink because I was spitting out blood, and I was like, "Oh, like he rocked me."
Did the guy give you like a hey, like love you, bro?
Oh, I didn't see him after that. Probably
shit.
just left. But
he's like, yeah, I punched this defenseless guy.
It's a respectable conclusion, I should say, though. You know, whether or not you didn't shit or not, I'm saying it was respect. Like, hey, you know what?
well,
Fine.
He didn't have to get a fucking 30-yard triple jump running start here.
Yeah, no, and that
Technically, he kind of did.
and
but-
his insurance paid for the surgery, so it worked out.
Oh, so he made a claim. So he actually had your back.
Wow.
No, my insurance wasn't going to pay for it once they found out I was punched.
So how did you get it paid for? Did you call him and
My insurance hired an attorney and they sued him.
You're playing chess.
They
he's
found
playing checkers. Trevor's playing chess.
They found out I was punched, and they're like, "We're not paying for this." And I was like, "Well, you don't know the circumstances." And they're like, "We don't
just
care.
plead the
You
fifth.
can't. It's not
Like, we
legal
don't
to
care. Assault is assault.
It's not legal to punch anyone in the face. I'm sorry." And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna feel real bad now because I had sex with this guy, and his insurance paid for my fucking."
That is a crazy story,
His fucking premium rate a month. Hey, here's the thing. Let me say something. He got to punch you one time. You are punching him in the face every month for the rest of his life.
Yeah, good. I like that analogy.
Yes.
Nice, James. Nice, James.
Thank you.
Nice.
You
Wow.
you got the upper hand on this
That's
because
a
if you punched him, guess what? You'd be paying $60 more a month times 12 times 25.
Yeah, and that's interest rates too.
We should have just settled
Inflation.
it like men. We should have took it out on the Mario Kart course. That would have been
should've.
like.
You guys should have took it out on Rust, MW2 interventions.
So he punched you. You're bleeding and shit. You go to the hospital and your jaw's like actually broken.
I get an X-ray and then the urgent care comes out and they're like, yeah, you have multiple mandible fractures. You need to go into surgery like immediately. I noticed my jaw didn't work so we're in the fraternity.
You were trying to eat some ass and it just didn't happen.
No, we were in the. I didn't look
to the posters.
I didn't look in the mirror the next day, but I remember my jaw was super sore and I'm like, oh,
Like
it's
Quagmire?
punch in the face. Yeah. And I go down to eat lunch and it's like fucking spaghetti or something at like noon. I'm like, who
It's
the
like
fuck
slithering
is
out the
this
other side of your mouth.
And I'm trying to eat the spaghetti and my jaw's just not working.
It wasn't
I was like,
painful though?
No, it was like sore. I don't know how to explain it. Like
Huh.
it wasn't. I wasn't like ow, I need to go to the hospital. I was just like, oh, my
It was
jaw doesn't
discomfort. It was
work.
discomfort.
I could probably show you guys pictures, but my jaw was like an inch to the left.
Damn.
So you were Quagmire.
Yes.
That's
kinda
insanity.
nuts.
Giggity.
Wow. Nice one. That is funny. Well, we've kind of been interviewing you this whole time.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't.
We do.
I was going to ask you because you're kind of on the receiving end. Is there anything that you want to bring up? Is there anything you want to ask?
Because we
Let's say we interview you. How much
Yeah.
money do you make a year before taxes? I'm just kidding.
So the last podcast we touched on someone, and I want to explain the story.
Touched
here.
someone?
We touched
Oh.
on someone. We did not touch anyone. There's video proof. We brought up how a buddy of ours had a happy ending. Correct?
I think
And
that
I
is
s-
correct.
And I said that person will remain nameless, but that person texted me and said, Jay, I want to spill my side of the story. Get me
Spill
on the
my
next-
beans.
Yes. Get me on the next podcast. I said, done. Google Calendar invite.
I feel like
Done.
we should have talked about that first. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So, but that's why he's here. He texted me and said he wants to spill my side of the story. So, for anyone who listened to the last episode, there was a happy there was a happy ending involved. Trevor, take it away.
Yeah, I'm the special guest you guys brought up last time.
Yes.
Oh, we did. I forgot.
Yeah, we did.
Fuck.
Yeah. I believe there was some scumbag talk during the podcast.
There was not. There was only respect.
Yeah, there was not scumbag. It was more of admiration.
It was an honest mistake, sort of.
But you paid, so.
No. I knew. I kind of knew where I was going, but
here's a receipt.
So
how often do you get massages? That's the first question.
I've never had a massage.
So you knew what you were going into.
Well, no, but the way I understood it was it's a massage place, and then if you want a happy ending, you pay extra. But the story tells
how about
that
you?
wasn't
May I
an
chime
option.
in too? I actually also, I'm saying, like I said before,
You've had happy.
I also thought like an happy ending thing was more not a complete myth, but it's not.
It's an old wives' tale.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so I'm with you on that because that's what I always thought.
Can you take us?
I thought maybe that was a thing in the 80s. Maybe I don't know.
Take us from the start. How did you even know about this place?
So my buddy, who will not be named, also, he told me. Me and Caleb were at the No, it wasn't. Caleb wasn't the friend who told me. Caleb, me and Caleb were at the log cabin with our buddy who will remain nameless, and we were just getting breakfast and watching the Mariners having a couple beers for breakfast.
Very innocent.
And nameless friend was just. I don't know how it got brought up, but we're at fucking breakfast, and he was just like, we were talking about his ex-girlfriend. He's like, yeah, I haven't gotten laid a while, but I went and got a massage. And I was just like, what do you mean you went and got a massage? And he was like, like a happy ending. And I was like, bullshit. No, you didn't. And then he was like, yeah, dude, there's one on River Road.
He knows Puyallup?
Yeah, in River Road, Puyallup. And then I was just like, you're a fucking liar. You've always been a liar. I'm fucking. I just called everything out on him, and he's like, dude,
rightfully
no.
So, rightfully so.
He's like, go check it out, and I was like, you're coming with me.
Now.
And I started dying laughing at the lockout. I was like, there's no what did you pay? You went and got a fucking hand job. You paid for it. And he's like, yeah, dude, they're pretty good at it. And I was like, well, fuck, I hope so. And then so he's
you gotta have some craft about you for that.
Usually you pay in drinks. You're paying in cash now.
Nice. And then so me intrigued was like, so like, what do you just walk in? You're like, yeah, give me I'm ordering the fucking 13 or whatever.
I'm ordering the Gluck 9000.
The fucking Whirlpool sloppy toppy.
He's like, no, you just go there and they give you a massage and then you tip them if you want, more. And I was like,
it's a gray area.
Broad. I was like, that's pretty broad instructions. Like, what if you do that? And they're like, what do you?
So tell me what you did when you went there.
Yes.
How did it start? I want the whole rundown.
So, well, no, but I didn't. I was intrigued by the story, but I didn't go for like a couple weeks. And that's like I even told you about it.
It was at the Masvidal fight. Masvidal fight. The day before. It was the day after the Masvidal fight.
You went the day after.
I woke up. No, I didn't go that next day. Okay. I woke up a couple days later.
That's when you. Okay. Anyways, continue.
My back hurt, and I actually fucking wanted a massage, and I'm not even. Caleb can vouch for me because I got an MRI. Yeah, I'm the victim again. I'm always the victim.
Well, you can put to rest your curiosity.
Did they know you were the ass eating guy?
No. I would not touch. No. So I need a massage. My fucking back hurts, and I was like, I know a place. It's on River Road, and so
I got a place for you.
I go there, and it's like it's a 2-story building, and the place just says massage. Place just says massage. Mm-hmm. And
massage rub and tug.
I walk in there, and there's this front room, and there's like 30 cases of water bottles in this room, and there's no one in it.
You need hydration for that.
I was like, it's pretty hot in there. And then the door says no credit card. Like, I think I'm at the right place. So I ring a doorbell, and an Asian woman comes up.
Untraceable.
That was good.
Real and take Doge.
That was good.
This older Asian woman answers the door.
How old?
Yeah, what's the scale here?
She's got a.
35 to 45.
Asians are hard to read.
They look younger than they are, but you could tell she's aged a little bit.
It's not mileage; it's experience.
I think she's like 40.
Okay.
Ish.
Okay.
Ish, okay.
That's my best guess.
Okay.
I can go back and ask her, but I don't want to go back.
Okay.
And she answers the door and she immediately goes, hey baby, and she grabs my hand.
Was
she's
it like that or baby?
No, it was. I don't know how to. Yeah, probably more like that.
I was only asking because was there a little moan to it? Like she was
Yeah,
trying to
it was.
seduce you into it?
It was.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
just. Yeah.
You are the victim. Okay.
Oh,
Continue.
you are the victim.
I mean, if you guys say so.
You were saying so.
And she pulls like, and as I'm walking down this hallway, I look to the left and I see another woman about her age, and I was like, this place has got no young women who are gonna massage me. So I'm already in the hole now. And she takes me in this room and she just kept saying, hey baby. I'm pretty sure that's like the only English words she has. And she kept saying, hey baby. And then there's no instruction. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And she's like, oh, get undress. And I'm
So
like,
did you get butt ass naked?
Let's see that dick. Let's see that dick.
well, so she handed me a towel. And then she leaves the room, doesn't shut the fucking door. So I'm just like,
They're all looking at
so, no,
binoculars.
I like speedy, like take it off and then put my towel around me. And then she comes back in barely 30 seconds later.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, that was fast because like, what if I got undressed, whatever. And then,
Yeah.
so I'm about to lay down. She just takes the towel off.
So you're laying down your butt cheeks.
No, I wasn't even laying down yet. I was like wearing it. And she just takes it off. And then she
So
goes,
your cock is just exposed.
yes. And
Wow.
she goes, oh, big boy. Big boy. And I was like, yeah, this is the fourth person you've told that to today, huh?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
And I was like, you're not fooling me with your witchery or your
Sorcery.
mind. Yeah. And so I lay down fucking stomach down on the bed.
She starts slapping your cheeks.
And I was like, what? I'm not like, this
Your-
is such
your
a weird
butt's- your
experience.
butt's
Yes.
just open.
Dude, it's such
She's
a weird
gonna teach you how to
experience.
eat ass.
Yeah. Well,
You should have kept the snapback only on. That would have been so legendary.
and so she
She's
starts,
got socks on.
she shuts the door and dims the lights, and then
Nice.
and then she like comes up and starts whispering stuff in my ear, and I don't know what the fuck she's saying.
In
So I'm
like
just like,
Chinese or something.
Do you have any chapstick?
could have been anything. And she's like, and she starts scratching my back, not massaging me. She's like
Oh,
scratching
no.
me,
Wow.
and then her fingers go between my butt cheeks, and then between my
So this
thighs.
is this is a place who's been polished in the art of seduction.
Yeah, but I wanted a massage.
your back still doesn't feel good. But
My back still
butt-
hurts.
Yeah, you wanted a massage, not of a kind of rape.
And she does that for maybe 10 minutes, and then she's like kissing my like lower back.
No, this is not. No way.
This is not true.
So fucking find out for yourself.
No,
But
I
did
don't
the
want to,
same
but I
fucking
trust
thing.
your word. I'm just
She
saying
was
this is
kissing
crazy.
you.
Why would I make this
You
up?
wait, wait,
You
wait,
wouldn't,
wait,
you
wait,
wouldn't, you
hold on,
wouldn't.
hold on. You didn't ask for anything. She starts kissing you.
No, there was no
Wow.
interaction whatsoever.
It makes sense because guess what? Because they want that person to buy the extracurricular activity, so they're going to give them a little taste. So then they do that, correct?
Okay, so
I guess so.
I don't know. I didn't have a conversation with her, so and so she's
All he knows
she's-
is he's a big boy.
So it's like 10 minutes and she goes, flip over. And I'm like, oh shit. And I flip over.
Are you hard at this time?
No, actually, I'm still weirded out. I'll be
Yeah, I
honest.
get that. I
I
get
get
that.
that.
I would be in the same
any
position.
other
Stage
situation, I probably would have been rock hard, but I was just like,
No, I get that because it's an unknown scenario. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So.
I was like, what, when's the massage happen,
Yeah.
And I flip over and she goes, oh, what's wrong, baby? And I was like, because I'm not hard, right? And then I was like,
I don't have a random Asian mom massaging me and scratching my back.
yeah. And then she grabs my dick and starts jerking me off right away. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
She's like, let's see if we
You
get this
didn't
rocket.
ask for like the happy ending.
Dude,
thing yet.
She's like,
she
let's
didn't let
see
me
if we-
talk for the like. She took my towel off. She fucking handled me.
She's like, how's your day?
What if you were a cop?
She
Yeah. What if you were
clearly
a cop?
cops already know where that place is because.
She's like, let's see if we get this rocket to blast off.
And so she's jerking me off. I finally get get hard, and then she puts a condom over my dick and starts blowing me. And I
How did she put the?
eventually
hold on.
worked out.
Hold on. Did she put the condom on backwards first and then put it back on?
I wasn't looking.
She's
I
like,
was,
it needs a hat.
I was kind of scared still, dude. I had no idea what was going on.
Okay, so
My back still hurt. And she eventually, I finish, and then she like gets up and she's like, "Oh, like good job." Like, it's like, do I get a cookie or something?
Do I get one of those stickers from the doctor's office?
Do you guys have Rice Krispie treats for me?
It's a fortune cookie.
Do you guys have the Rice Krispies with the M&Ms in them?
So okay. So she puts the condom on.
Dude, I'm not gonna go into more depth about
I agree.
that
You're
part.
good there. You're good
So
there.
she puts the condom on and then just sucks you off with the condom.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Me either. You know, it's
I've
funny.
never-
In college, my first year, I'm not going to name any names, but I'm saying there was this girl who was so fucking drunk. She sucked this dude off because he put a condom on because they were going to bang. And she sucked him off, but everyone called her rubber mouth because like, oh, you sucked a dick with a condom on.
I didn't ask her to do it.
So it's an outlandish thing,
but
but
I
so-
also didn't want, like, I know she sucks dudes off for a living.
Yeah,
so
so she-
I
and
don't.
she didn't
you
know-
know.
It's funny.
I don't want anything.
She has
Yeah.
your best interest in mind.
Of
Yeah.
course.
It's more of in her mind. It's like, oh, I don't know where this dick's been, but where's your mouth been?
Yeah. Okay.
That you need to put a condom on.
So
to suck someone
she
off.
sucks you off, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You never asked for a happy ending or anything.
I didn't ask for shit the entire time.
Wow.
Wow.
So we were talking about some pushy ass car salesmen.
Wow.
They weren't even selling anything. They just took my
okay.
towel off.
So here's my question: she sucks you off. The dynamite goes boom. Then what? Because after you come to your senses.
So
Lil Wayne said that.
it's funny. I started laughing. 'Cause, you know, I told you I don't do well in uncomfortable situations. I started laughing, and she just was like left the room, and then she came back with a hot towel and cleaned me up. And well, even though obviously the jizz was in the condom,
Yeah, I
but
hope
she
so.
cleaned up my surrounding area, and then and then was just like, next time you bring more money. And
How much you have to pay her?
I had $100 on me because I didn't know what I was gonna pay for. So it was $100 US dollars,
Well, what the fuck else?
and I didn't get a massage. So I'm gonna leave
Your back still hurts.
I'm gonna leave a horrible Yelp review. And
They
also,
sucked me off and then massaged
and
my
also,
back.
if you look up
Their
the
business is
place,
gonna be booming.
if
after
you
that.
look up the place on Yelp, I didn't beforehand, but if you look, there's people commenting on it. They're like, "This is 100% prostitution." And I was like, "This
What's
is
this
why
place
you
called?
always look at your reviews."
No.
I want to look up Yelp. I want to look at the
No,
Yelp.
don't say it.
Yeah, I don't want to run any women out of
They are
business.
doing great
That's true.
work
That's true. That's true.
in
Sorry,
the community.
Well, no, I just, I'd hate for someone to lose their job.
You would hate for someone to lose their.
She's working hard, she's
She was
trying.
working hard.
And so
That's
were you.
insane.
She should be retired soon.
Do you think the secretary was there a secretary there? Like a person that dealt with the customers that came in first?
I don't fucking know.
A receptionist.
It was pretty swift, but they gave me water after. They had a lot in there.
Here's an
It was like-
Aquafina.
Yeah,
He's like, you need water? You lightheaded? It's like
replenish your fluids.
I've came before, Jesus, woman.
Yeah.
But I will
fucking
never be
crazy.
going back. And no, I do not. For all those who are listening, I do not pay for sex. Okay, I was,
No, I didn't think you
Shit
did
just
either. I
happened.
just
Shit
the thing.
just happens.
The main question around that was just like I literally, along with Jack, thought
Yes.
it was just it was a myth thing because
Yeah,
of now
but it's real.
there's so many rules and regulations
it's
now.
real.
it's real, even in Washington.
I thought it was like a thing in the 80s, or it was a thing way back when. I didn't know it was. I thought it was more of
It
a
was
myth
the
than I-
times
you know,
back
it was
in
the
the day.
times, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was crazy to hear that it's actually a fucking thing.
If you
Wow.
guys need a pep talk, she'll call you big boy.
Nice. That's good.
You're
I'll
like,
go
if
there.
you're having a down day, and
I'll go there before every flag football game. Done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's
fucking wild.
That's 48 minutes.
Oh shit! No
that
shit.
took up the whole time. I'm
Wow.
sorry. I'm
No,
sorry. Guys.
we were-
No,
interviewing
no,
you.
no.
It's what we wanted.
This is all about you, Trevor. It's
all
your
about
world.
you.
We're just living in it.
Yeah,
I'm just pissed we didn't get to talk more because I thought that was really funny.
that was good. But yeah, everyone, thank you for checking out Around the Lunch Table podcast. We have our
Everyone
buddy
knows who I
here.
am now.
My
Trevor.
favorite. Wait, time out. My favorite part of that was, I know it wasn't the same guy, but it was Trevor was like, he was like, he who shall remain nameless. So his name's Caleb.
It was not Caleb.
Oh,
I know it wasn't Caleb. It was just funny. The delivery was hilarious.
It was good.
It's all these Coors Lights. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Everyone, check out Aperture Ocean Productions, bringing I don't even know what it is. Imagination
Adds
to
and ideas
life,
to life. I
whatever
can even
it is.
remember that. Jack can't.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Remember to check out our summer 2021 collection at
ATLTstore.com. It's all there. There's some
Yeah.
great clothes on there.
ATLTstore.com. Check out AroundTheLunchTable.com if you want to listen to our podcast or whatever. Make sure to watch and listen. Subscribe. We do have Our first paid episode coming out here soon. I'm trying to schedule it. Our conspiracy episode coming out, and we're just happy y'all are hanging with us.
And let me elaborate on the paid thing anymore. So here's the thing. We're gonna release this. I don't know why I said it like that. The same amount of episodes are going to be released, but the subscriptions are going to be, let's just say they're going to be raw.
Yeah.
They're going to be outlandish.
Outlandish.
Okay. So if you have the stomach and you have the mind, they're going to be great because we're doing some conspiracy ones. I know we're more of a comedy podcast than what we do, but
different.
We're big conspiracy guys. We have a lot of conspiracy things, but it's not just going to be that. It's going to be also crazy comedy ones and maybe things that are a little more outlandish that if you're subscribing that we'd indulge.
Also, you do get episodes a week early.
Yes,
as
a week
well.
early.
That's going to be big as well for all our fans out there. But yeah, that's going to pretty much
essentially
do it.
you'd be getting 2.
Yeah. So shout out to Trevor for hopping out on this. Shout out for Jordan Obaya
who's
State.
in the back there doing some gang signs that are non-existent.
He's doing great.
He makes it all exist.
Yeah. That's pretty much do it. So,
but anyways, Jack, where can they find you?
They can find me at Jack_Spence on Instagram.
Trevor, where can they find you?
He probably doesn't want them to know.
So you guys already tagged me in your fucking Instagram.
That was Jack.
Trevor Cartwright.
69.
Good luck
69.
spelling
Trevor
it.
Cartwright, #AssEater6969.
He's on all the wanted posters in Mexico. You can find him.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii, whatever the fuck it was.
But
Mexico's
anyways,
the
you
same.
can go to Around the Lunch Table and see both of our handles there. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Oh, I thought you were waiting for me to say something. And see ya. Let's get rowdy up in here.